I just realised I didn't change the lyrics over. Am I going to do another old one, or shall I do a new one, or one that I actually know? I'm just coming off the back of, I'll make a note of the year, 1993's Disjointed Sunday Morning song. Don't do that. The whole heap of lyrics here, but what's this? 12 years. What's this then? Just pulling out lyrics from the pile of fern the other day. So this is called 12 Years. A lot of them are piano songs, you know, because I was playing piano in those days. So annoyingly, those songs will never get recorded. Oh yeah. Okay, well this is called 12 Years, and I wrote this in 1994. So 12 years would have been 1982. So it could be about 1982. I was living a squatting chart. Who was on the scene then? Steve Core, the gorgeous Liz Herod. Who else? I don't know. Doesn't mean to say it's the song pertains to me, of course. Many of them don't. Most of them don't. Okay, some music for it. Hello, can you hear me? I'm shrinking down. Shrinking. Help me, I'm shrinking. This needs to be in a minor key. What do you reckon? What was I playing then? E minor to B minor, wasn't it? Right, okay. E minor to B minor. I'm having to record all these on one camera, which I never like to do when it's new songs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was that right? Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I wanna lay my head down, reject my reflection. I want to turn your farewell note into a crown. It's not like I need affection. I paint your silhouette in my head. I don't know if it suits you. Maybe I should write a play for you instead and expose all of your disputes too. Do you still build your hopes up too high? Don't you know you're bound to crash? You take those substances to help you get by. My hand is open. Why don't you ask? I've got to finish all the things that you start. Situations always crash and burn. The truth always conspires to keep us apart, but still we do what we must. I think we only build these stairs to fall down. Still, we're quoting bad advice. You took my call but said you couldn't come around. Did you think I would ask you twice? It's not easy to watch us suffer or collect if you play out. I always told you reaching out was tougher. I think we both need separate ways out. Do we have to dig this up again? We could send each other down. I can't hold on to this deceit and disdain. When you look back, don't make a sound. Hello, my darling son there. So, it's obviously Christmas. Emily. I think was that a homemade Santa? Oh no, I remember buying those, yeah. You had one each, yeah. Oh, Emily, you did love that buggy so much. And you were so good putting your dollies on that. Look at your super manoeuvring. Oh, how about that? Now, I've not worn it in this session. Where did I put it to when I took it off? Oh my goodness. If you look on your wrist there, you're wearing your Rapunzel bracelet. I swear, if you go back on the video recordings, how strange. I had no idea this film was coming up, because I normally don't get this far in. I don't know if it's a roll. Oh my stars, if I've lost that. Oh, I took it off upstairs, that's right. But I was wearing, oh, let's change it again. So that was 12 years. So, I don't know what that's, I guess that could be about Shane, maybe, I don't know. Shane was a guy, warning to all the people out there. I don't care, I'm just a little boring to you. So at the start of the song I was saying that in 1982 I was living in a, I only look at the first verse, I'm just picking them up, looking at the first verse and the title, and then the music just comes to me like that, like it always does, and then I sing it and then I go. Normally I turn the tape off, but the tape pixels off, but this time I'm just leaving it running. So I was living in a squatting child, 1982, and there was a guy there. He didn't live in the squat with us, but he hung around with us. A lot of people did, you know. These weekend rebels, you know. And they would, you know, they would come down and they'd do, and they try and impress people. Say, you know what, I went round to Chester House. Yeah, I was around Chester House last Saturday night, yeah, last Friday night. I went round Chester House, yeah, you know. Went back with Paul, or went back with Steve. Oh, yeah. Really, what happened? Is it true? Is it wild orgies? Did they get raided by the drug squad, you know? There are human sacrifices, voodoo rituals going on. They'd come round to sample slum life, and then they'd go home to their semi-detached Suburbans, you know. And yeah, I went round Chester House, but don't tell Mum and Dad. They stopped me allowance. You know, I won't get my car on my 18th birthday and stuff, you know. Oh, and the lovely Rebecca Keatley, who sent my son, the first tweet I ever sent was to Rebecca Keatley. It was on my son's third. And I've only ever sent 3 tweets in my life. And it was saying, dear Rebecca, it's my son's 3rd birthday. I realise this is an imposition, but he's a big fan, he was. And if you could possibly find the time, and she sent him she sent him a tweet back saying, "Dear Dylan, happy third birthday." Sorry, I'm a bit late because it came 2 days later, so I'm a bit late. And he was like, I'm like, it's Rebecca. Whereas I go, yeah, but there's a guy called Shane. He came from a very wealthy family. They bought a motorbike or moped for his 17th birthday. But he came around, there was a lot of bad stuff going on in that place. And, I mean, I was older than a lot of these people. I was maybe 2-3 years older than them. But, you know, I was 30 years older than them because, you know, I'd been homeless at 15, then I'd done 3 years in the army, and, you know, and been in a sort of relationship and been broke, busted, beaten, battered by life and stuff. And Shane, he was a lovely fella, even 17 or 18, I guess. He was a friend of Steve's, and I met him through Steve. The guy taught me how to play guitar. Well, I say he taught me, he gave me one lesson and it lasted about 5 minutes. Because the first thing you notice, I'm left-handed and he was right-handed. And I said, does it make a difference? Well, yeah, it kind of does, he was saying, you know. He said, the strings are the wrong way around, you know, for you. And I said, well, can you not change them around? And he was like, no, strangely enough, I'm not going to restring my guitar just so you can learn to play it. I'll string it back before I play my show tonight or whatever. So in the end, his teaching me to play guitar was to say, here, don't change the strings around. So I learned to play it upwards. I haven't got a right-handed guitar to hand or all over there, but yeah, so C was like that, going up like that. G was going upwards like that. I think E was the first chord I learned because that was an easy one to play. And D was no fun at all because D is normally very difficult in any case. And D was up there. John Lennon could do that as well. Paul McCartney would never restring his guitar when John's broke. And so John Lennon, to his dying day, could still play a right-hand guitar upside down. Bob Geldof does it as well. Anyway, the point of the story is that Shane, whatever he took, it wasn't enough. He always wanted to go on to the next one. I remember saying to him once, why, Shane? You know, why? I just want to know. And him and Steve moved to Bristol. And I got one letter from Steve saying Shane's in a bad way, he's got a bad crowd, you know. What you could buy in Chard, I think, was kind of limited. But up in Bristol, when they were in Albert Square. He was there. One night we went up to see him. I got a friend to give us a lift up. They'd been gone a while. And Steve was, so we were sitting there in his flat that he had in the support area of Bristol. And all of a sudden there was a knock on the door. So Steve went and opened it. And there was an absolutely gorgeous young lady there. But she had no clothes on at all. And she had a fiver and she said, can you change a fiver, man? Because, you know, not between the four of us, we couldn't, you know. She was the lady who needed change for a gentleman, you know. She didn't have the right money, you know. There was an intimate / fiscal transaction that had taken place, you know. I almost said, you know, well, can't you just do it twice? You know, give him a 2 for 1. Well, yeah, but I didn't because I would have been stabbed to death. Most likely. Glow stick time. Anyway, the point of the story is Shane died. He never got to see his 19th birthday. So, don't do it, okay? The world's a lovely place. And it's much better if you look at it through these rather than the bottom of a glass or through the end of a syringe or the end of a loofah or whatever. So, I don't know what that song is about it, but it seemed to be heading that way, didn't it, as it went through. Right, what's next colour? Oh, Emily, Red Blankie. Lovely early one morning then, I guess. Just the three of us here having to be silent. Dylan, just behind you there is your guitar, still wrapped up.